This presentation will cover both the design and construction process for the roadway and utility improvement project for Magnolia Circle and the section of Cherry Lane north of Magnolia Circle. My name is Kyle Clary, and I am a project engineer at Civil Tech Engineering of Itasca. Civil Tech was the design firm chosen through a qualifications-based selection process conducted by the Village of Lombard Public Works Department. The first half of this video will concentrate on the design of the Lombard Meadows Phase 3 project. The second half of the video will focus on the construction of the project. The slide above represents parts of the Lombard Meadows subdivision that have been and are scheduled to be reconstructed. Please note that north is to the right on the screen. To summarize, in 2014, construction was completed on Chase Lane and Chase Court. Lodge Lane, Lilac Way, and Bradley Lane were completed in 2015. Magnolia Circle and part of Cherry Lane are scheduled for reconstruction in 2020. Construction on Hawthorne Circle is currently programmed for 2022. And finally, reconstruction of Lombard Circle is programmed for 2023. Here's a closer look at the Lombard Meadows Phase 3 project area. The project scope of improvements include Watermain and water service installation, storm sewer installation, sanitary sewer replacement and lining and service lateral replacement, driveway apron and sidewalk replacement, curb and gutter replacement, full reconstruction of the asphalt pavement, and street lighting replacement. One of the driving forces for the reconstruction project is the water main break history within the Lombard Meadows subdivision. The existing water main has had an excessive number of breaks and has reached the end of its service life. Magnolia Circle and Cherry Lane currently have 6-inch diameter water main. The new water main will be constructed to current village standard of 8-inch diameter ductile iron water main. New fire hydrants will be installed at approximately 300-foot intervals. New water services will be installed from the main to the property line with a new service box. This slide shows the typical installation of the 8-inch water main beneath the pavement and the new 1-inch water service connection from the main to each property line with the proposed service box. Today, curb line drainage structures along Magnolia Circle drain through storm sewers between houses to existing storm sewers on Lilac Way and Lombard Circle. As part of this project, a new mainline storm sewer will be constructed beneath the Magnolia Circle pavement. Storm sewers that drain the roadway and run between the houses will be abandoned. Additional curb line inlets will also be installed on Magnolia Circle. This will serve to capture pavement stormwater runoff more efficiently. The existing sanitary sewer main is in poor condition. The main is typically located in the parkways. To reduce the impacts to the existing mature trees, the main will be lined from the inside. The liner restores the main and reduces the amount of water that can infiltrate from the surrounding ground. However, in locations where the existing main line has sagged or settled, a point repair will be performed to replace that respective section of the main line. As part of the lining and replacement work, new sanitary services will be constructed from the main to the property line. A new cleanout will be installed. The cleanout allows the village to maintain the village section of the service that extends from the property line to the sewer main. This following slide shows the typical installation of the new sanitary service from the lined main to each property line. Note the location of the proposed cleanout at the property line. After the utilities have been installed, the existing roadway will be removed and replaced with the village's standard residential cross-section, similar to what is shown in this picture. This slide shows the typical cross-section of the proposed roadway. The new pavement will be 6 inches of asphalt over 9 inches of stone. New curb and gutter will be constructed on the outside of the 12.5-foot lanes, and new sidewalks will be constructed 1 foot off of the property line. At the cul-de-sac on Magnolia Circle, the radius of the curb line will be reduced. This will allow for a reduction in the pavement area, which has the benefit of producing less stormwater runoff and less maintenance for the village. The parkway in front of each house will be increased. At the west end of Magnolia Circle, the dead-end section of roadway west of Cherry Lane will be removed, regraded, and seeded. There are existing streetlights within the project area. These lights will be removed and replaced with the village's standard concrete pole with an LED fixture. These fixtures will provide more uniform roadway lighting as well as decrease electricity costs. The new lights will be connected to the lighting controller that was installed on Chase Lane in 2014. This slide shows a picture of the village's standard light pole and fixture.
My name is Ray Schwab. I'm a civil engineer, capital improvement project manager with the Village of Lombard. During construction, Matt Champagne, who is employed by Thomas Engineering of Lombard, will be the on-site project representative. If you have questions or immediate concerns, we will be your primary contacts. The bids for the project are due on March 24th and are anticipated to be presented to the Board of Trustees on April 2nd. The village and the selected contractor will conduct a pre-construction meeting about 2 weeks after the award. At the meeting, the village and the contractor will determine a construction start date. Based on the status of contracts, bonds, and insurance, along with the resolution of any natural gas, electric, and telecommunications coordination issues, work should begin in late April, early May, and conclude in October. The sequence of construction is anticipated to follow the order listed. The contractor will start by placing traffic control at the limits of the job. Underground utilities will be identified. Street regulatory signs will be removed. Trees will be marked for removal. Underground utilities will be constructed first, followed by curb, gutter, asphalt pavement, sidewalk, electrical work, driveway apron restoration, seating, and the surface layer of asphalt. Lastly, the new lighting system will be tested. Households within the construction area will receive an initial newsletter outlining what to expect during construction and details of signing up for Notify Me. During construction, the village will communicate to households within the construction area through a series of newsletters and notices. Newsletters will detail the progress of the project and any items that residents should be aware of. These will be mailed every 3 to 5 weeks. Additional notices shall be hand-delivered prior to activities that may disrupt access, water sewer service, or if any unforeseen circumstances result in changes to services. The displayed newsletter is a sample of what will be mailed to your home. The displayed sample notice is what will be hand-delivered to your front door prior to events occurring. This will explain events that have extended effect on garbage pickup, general and driveway access, or water sewer service. Another form of notice are advance notice door hangers. They address pending driveway access and water service disruption. Typically, water service will be disrupted when the water lines are transferred from the old to the new water main. During underground construction, there may be situations where unforeseen circumstances may result in a disruption to service. In this event, the on-site representative will contact the household to inform them how long the disruption may be. It is recommended that during underground construction, residents keep a gallon of water in the refrigerator in the event of any unexpected water service interruption. The village also has a digital form of communication called Notify Me. Prior to the start of construction, the village will send out instructions on how to sign up for Notify Me. Residents may also go online and navigate the village website and sign up for Notify Me prior to receiving the letter. Specifically, Notify Me is an email service to receive information regarding a particular project or event. Getting back to construction, trees to be removed will be marked with an X. The criteria for tree removal is dead, diseased, or in decline. A few trees will be removed due to unavoidable conflicts with new underground utility construction. New parkway trees will be planted in the spring of 2021. Those residents eligible for new parkway tree will receive a letter in late February, early March of 2021. This letter will list available tree species. Select your first 3 choices that are appropriate for the site. After the letters are mailed out, requests are filled on a first-come, first basis. Limited numbers of each type of tree are available from nurseries. In the event the village needs to access private property, the owner will be sent a form that will allow the contractor to access their property and perform the necessary work at no cost to the owner. Typical reasons for temporary easements are for modifying driveway slopes or modifying village water sewer connections. Residents will need parking passes. When the contractor is placing curb and gutter, the stone base course of the roadway, asphalt pavement, and the stone base of the roadway aprons, driveway aprons, residents will not be able to access their driveway. The village will hand out 2 passes per household prior to residents being asked not to utilize their driveway. Residents shall be able to park overnight outside the work zone. If additional passes are required, just contact Public Works and additional passes will be supplied. Be sure to display the passes as the police department will be checking the overnight parking areas. Park only in those areas where parking is normally permitted. Driveway aprons will be replaced with the same material that is currently in place. If a resident wishes to upgrade their apron from asphalt to concrete, the on-site project representative can provide a quote, which will be the difference in cost between the 2 materials. In the unlikely event bids that costs for concrete are less than asphalt, all aprons will be constructed in concrete. The contractor is not obligated to do work on private property. In the event work on private property is undertaken, be sure that a permit is secured prior to the work. Public Works can assist in this manner. For the Lombard Meadows project, the sidewalk will go back in the same location. The only area that will have a new additional sidewalk is the dead end of Cherry Lane. Near the end of construction, the village will conduct a 48-hour test burn of the street lighting system. New light poles and LED fixtures will be installed. They will look like the poles and fixtures installed on Chase, Lodge, and Lilac Way. Construction can be messy and dusty. Village staff and the on-site consultant will work with the contractor to apply water to help control the dust during particularly dry weather periods.